Hey football lovers, welcome back again to my channel, and I'm going to talk about few highlights from the weekend. First, let's start talking about the Premier League updates. So that's it. Liverpool's quadruple hopes have dented after a 1-1 draw with Tottenham Hotspurs, and may seem unlikely to win the Premier League this season. At first half, both sides were unable to score a single one, as it remained goalless till halftime. Liverpool had more opportunities, but still couldn't finish a single chance. The second half gave a jaw-breaking moment, yet surprising, as Son Heung-min gave Tottenham the lead after Harry Kane set up the goal by passing to Ryan Sessegnon, who was in free space, and Son immediately just stepped in the ball into goal once he received a cross from Sessegnon. However, the Reds refused to end the game with a defeat, and it's Luis Diaz who saved Liverpool again from the brink of defeat, as he scored an equalizer where his shot went slightly deflected off Bentancur's feet and put Hugo Lloris left standing. The game ended 1-0 for both sides, as Liverpool were unable to seek for the winner after Diaz equalizer. Thus, this draw might put Liverpool 3 points behind Man City if City wins, and their quadruple hopes have dented, as it seems impossible now for the Reds to win the Premier League after failing to get all 3 points from this game. Tottenham, on the other hand, put their Champions League hopes alive once again and will seek to win their remaining fixtures in order for Conte's side to qualify for next season's Champions League. Next, Manchester City is already 3 points ahead of Liverpool after thrashing the Magpies with 5 goals at Etihad. Man City already put themselves ahead at the first half after Raheem Sterling headed City's first goal following Gundogan's setup that allowed Cancelo to head onto Sterling for the early lead. Man City would score another goal before halftime, as Aymeric Laporte managed to score a rebound after 2 saves from Dubravka, where his second save fell onto Laporte himself to smash the ball home. At the second half, Man City remained dominant in scoring goals, as Rodri managed to score a powerful header into near post after a superb corner delivery from Kevin De Bruyne, making it 3-0. Then, the citizens wouldn't stop scoring at injury time after Zinchenko drilled a low cross toward Foden, who just diverted the ball into the back of the net, turning the score to 4-0. Last, Raheem Sterling again scored his second goal to end the game with a 5-0 victory after Jack Grealish provided a short pass for Sterling to score with a cool finish. Following this big victory, Man City remains on top, but now 3 points ahead of Liverpool. Moreover, this result also indicates that Man City is likely to win the Premier League again this season and once again prove their dominance in English football after a comeback defeat to Real Madrid previously. Another Premier League update that I'd like to talk about is from Manchester United. It's completely game over, as Man United is not going to the Champions League next season after a shocking 4-0 defeat to Brighton. It's just 15 minutes from kickoff, and Moises Caicedo already fired Brighton ahead with a crisp strike as he produced a precision shot 20 yards onto the bottom left corner. The Seagulls already took the lead at first half, yet the second half was even more threatening as they just managed to exploit United's defense. Brighton left-back Marc Cucurella finally scored his very first goal as a Seagull player, as he drilled a powerful shot past David De Gea to send Brighton fans into raptures. Then, Brighton will extend the lead by 3 goals, where Pascal Gross poured more pain for the Red Devils with his clinical left foot strike after a cross from Trossard and a good first touch away from Varane to finish off with a strike into the bottom right corner. 3 minutes later, it's 4 for Brighton after former Man U player Danny Welbeck chipped his effort over De Gea, allowing Leandro Trossard to just score with his chest. What an unexpected performance from Brighton! Can't you imagine? 4 goals against Man United. How could such a team like Brighton manage to score 4 goals against Manchester United? This is why I love football. Brighton would make another threatening opportunities to score, but unable to extend the lead. That's it. The game ended with Brighton's surprising 4-0 win over Man United, thus this win is Brighton's biggest ever top flight win in history. In conclusion, after this heavy defeat, Manchester United is out of the top 4 race and aren't going to play in the Champions League next season. This is yet their 6th game of the season, where the Red Devils suffered a big defeat by 4 goals or more, thus guaranteeing this season to be Man United's worst nightmare. Furthermore, next season's Champions League might not feature Cristiano Ronaldo for the first time since the 2002 and 3 season, unless he moves to any team that will play in Champions League next season. Now, going to the game between Chelsea and Wolverhampton, Lukaku has finally scored a brace in the game, but still it wasn't enough to ensure Chelsea's win after a late equalizer from the opposition. This game also featured Chelsea's new owner Todd Boehly, who is the co-founder of Eldridge Industries, watching the game from the stands. The first half was goalless as none of these sides were able to score a single one. The second half began to show some productivity with goals scored. Chelsea was awarded the penalty after the VAR check showed Lukaku being caught by the trailing leg of Romain Saiss. Thus, Lukaku has finally scored his first goal since the 29th of December when he scored his last goal, as he successfully converted the penalty, giving the Blues a 1-0 lead. 2 minutes later, it's Romelu Lukaku again scoring his second goal for the Blues after Christian Pulisic won the possession and provided an assist to allow Lukaku himself to finish off with a powerful shot. Later, Wolverhampton would make an instant impact as Trincao, who just came from the bench, finished off with a left foot strike outside the box. Afterwards, Chelsea would fail to seal a win after Wolves captain Connor Cody headed the ball from Chiquinho into the net to give a late equalizer at sudden death. How did Wolves manage to equalize, and how Chelsea just blown a 2-goal lead? I guess this would be the take-home lessons from this game. Following this draw, Chelsea still couldn't guarantee a spot for Champions League next season, as they still have to win the rest of the Premier League fixtures to qualify for Champions League. Now, travelling to North London, Arsenal claimed a slight 2-1 victory over Leeds United after a brace from Eddie Nketiah. It's just 5 minutes from kickoff and Eddie Nketiah has already scored the opener for the Gunners after a blunder from Leeds goalie Ilian Meslier that allowed Nketiah to nick the ball and put it into the empty net. 5 minutes later, it's Nketiah once again doubled Arsenal's lead after a nice cross from Martinelli, allowing Nketiah himself to divert the ball towards the net. Thus, Arsenal already took the 2-0 lead in 10 minutes. Later, Leeds United were forced to play with 10 men as Luke Ayling was sent off with a red after the referee's decision toward Ayling's two-footed challenge through VAR brief check. Later, in the second half, the Gunners weren't able to extend the lead, thus Leeds United finally had a 1-goal deficit after Diego Llorente volleyed the ball past Ramsdale at the back post. As the final whistle was blown, the game ended with the Gunners' 2-1 win, and they're just one step closer to take the ticket for the Champions League next season. Overall, Eddie Nketiah was the man of the match, yet scored another brace in this game after scoring his first brace of the season against Chelsea 2 weeks ago. Now, going to La Liga, champions Real Madrid suffered a slight 1-0 defeat to their neighboring rival Atletico in the El Derbi Madrileno showdown. Real Madrid were playing without their key players in the first half as they planned to rest these players following a comeback win over Manchester City. Thus, Carlo Ancelotti decided to give some opportunities for the substitute players to play. During the first half, Atletico already had the chance as they were awarded the penalty after the challenge from Jesus Vallejo toward Atletico's Matheus Cunha. Yet, Atletico finally took the advantage as Yannick Carrasco successfully converted the penalty from the spot by sending Andre Lunin the wrong way. As Los Blancos were trailing by a goal, they decided to bring in their key players like Luka Modric and Vinicius Jr. to create more attacking chances, but still unable to equalize till the final whistle. As a result, it's Atletico's win over Real Madrid, and Yannick Carrasco's penalty goal was enough for Simeone's men to end the intense game with a slight win. Since Real Madrid is already champion of La Liga, losing this Madrid derby doesn't even matter as they're going to focus on the Champions League final. Barcelona has finally guaranteed their spot in the Champions League next season after a 2-1 away win over Real Betis. The first half didn't produce any goal until Xavi decided to replace Ferran Torres with Ansu Fati, who finally returned from injury, and it just took less than a minute for Ansu Fati to make an immediate impact as he just poked an accurate finish into the bottom after receiving the cross from 18 yards. What a return it was! Wadakuli responds after being injured for quite a while. 3 minutes later, Real Betis managed to equalize as Fekir's delivery from the free kick gave the former Barca defender Marc Bartra to score a powerful header past Neto from close range. It's at injury time when Barcelona finally ensured a slight win after Jordi Alba scored the winner with a thunderous volley that beat Silva high in the center of the goal. Next, going to Serie A. Napoli is out of the title race after both Milan teams were able to win both of their games respectively, and now it turned to the Milano title race instead. First, let's talk about AC Milan's recent win. At first half, the Rossoneri had to trail by 1 goal after Verona's Faraoni finished the cross with a simple header. However, the Rossoneri managed to equalize before halftime after Sandro Tonali was able to turn Leao's square pass across the face of goal from close range while falling on his back. 4 minutes after the second half began, it's Tonali again scoring his second goal to give Rossoneri the lead as he just tucked in the ball into net after another cross from Rafael Leao. Then, AC Milan finally extended the lead by 2 goals, yet ensured their victory after both Florenzi and Messias played a lovely 1-2 pass before Florenzi scored with a low shot. As a result, it ended with Milan's victory and Rafael Leao became the star player for setting up 2 goals for Tonali after trailing by 1 goal. Moreover, AC Milan remain on top of the table and needs to win 2 remaining fixtures for Scudetto this season. On the other hand, Inter Milan sealed a 4-2 win over Empoli after a comeback at the second half. Earlier in the first half, the Nerazzurri had to trail by 2 goals until they had a goal deficit before halftime, after an own goal from Empoli's defender, and Lautaro Martinez, who has been Inter's key attacker throughout this season, scored an equalizer after a quick counter from Barella and Çalhanoglu's assist. Inter would finally take the lead at the second half as Martinez scored his second goal by firing his shot past Empoli's goalkeeper. At injury time, Alexis Sanchez extended Nerazzurri's lead to 2 goals, thus ensured Inter Milan's full-time 4-2 victory at San Siro. In conclusion, it's both Nico Barella's build-up attack and Lautaro Martinez's attacking instinct that have been Nerazzurri's main keys to secure a comeback after trail earlier by 2 goals. Following this win, Inter Milan keeps up with the title race, and now the title race is between 2 Milano clubs and is now known as Milano title race. Which Milano team will win Serie A this season, Inter or AC Milan? From Germany, Schalke has finally earned the promotion to Bundesliga next season and are back in Bundesliga since the 2020-21 season when they were shockingly relegated for the last time. After a 3-2 win over St. Pauli, this result already ensured Schalke's promotion, yet their return to Bundesliga for the next season. In next season's Bundesliga, how far will Schalke go? Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe onto my channel to get notified for more upcoming football videos from Choose on Football. Thank you for subscribing and I'll see you guys.